Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Emmerdale reveals new owner of Home Farm, and it's not Joe Tate. Emmerdale's Kim Tate could be at risk of losing her beloved Home Farm amid drama with Joe Tate, and now a deal with the Milligans. But who might the new owners be? A scene on Emmerdale on Monday night may have teased trouble ahead at Home Farm. Kim Tate found herself caught in the middle of Joe Tate's feud with Caleb Milligan in recent episodes, and this continued on Monday. In the latest episode of the ITV soap, the Home Farm owner did a deal with Caleb, offering him some land to keep him quiet about Joe's antics. Caleb vowed to kill his nephew Joe after it emerged he'd stolen his kidney. Staging a car theft, Joe had someone stab Caleb so that he could be rushed to a private clinic to be operated on by Dodd Crowley, with the plan being to steal his kidney and give it to Joe. Joe was dying after being diagnosed with chronic kidney disease, and he decided he needed a living donor in order for the kidney to be accepted by his body. The truth came out to Caleb and a showdown ensued, with Caleb vowing to end him, even trying to kill him, only for his brother Kane Dingle to stop him. Kane and Kim both urged the relatives to end the feud and find a way to keep things civil. Joe told Kim she had his word that she now knew everything and that there were no more secrets. He also promised he'd never do anything so sickening again and wouldn't do anything that could bring trouble to her door, amid her own grievances with Caleb. The pair vowed to be honest with each other going forward and work together to build up their empire. On Monday, Kim reluctantly kept to her side of the bargain and offered up a huge portion of land to Caleb at no cost. Caleb and his wife Ruby Milligan both signed the paperwork, with Caleb wanting his wife to be co-owner. With that deal was done, and Caleb and Ruby now owned a huge portion of Kim's land. She said that with that, their drama was over while it was clear she was furious about the whole thing. It seems with her wanting to build her empire and her comments to Joe, the pair are very much keen to target Caleb, or at least remain on top where the village empire is concerned. Joe had sparked concern for months that he was using Kim after their own past feud. There was speculation Joe would try to dethrone Kim and get his hands on Home Farm for himself, with him believing it was what he was owed. But what if Joe isn't the one Kim needs to be worried about? And what if she's just allowed Caleb to get one step closer to Home Farm? A couple of years ago, he made it his mission to steal it from her and destroy her, blaming her for his father Frank Tate's demise. Ruby then also tried to take down Kim and vowed to help Caleb be top dog in the village, with him wanting to overtake Kim's empire. So what if this new land deal and the drama with Joe has allowed the Milligans a way in to get closer to the estate? Knowing Caleb, we wouldn't be surprised if he was secretly plotting once more to take down Kim and Joe to become the new owner of Home Farm. Good American Family: The Complicated True Story of Natalia Grace. The story of Natalia Grace has been told many times. It's been the subject of countless podcasts and a 2023 docuseries, The Curious Case of Natalia Grace, which spanned 2 years and recounted Grace's story in real time. In America, Grace's tale made headlines over and over again. So you'd be forgiven for thinking, was it necessary to put yet another spotlight on this story? Ellen Pompeo, whose first role after her 20-year run on Grey's Anatomy will be playing Grace's adoptive mother in Good American Family, certainly thinks so. We're giving Natalia a voice, and maybe a window into what she was going through. I don't know that we've ever seen a story that's told from the point of view of someone who is so often villainized. Speaking at the BFTA premiere last month, prior to the 8-episode series landing in full on Disney Plus in the UK on 7 May 2025. Some episodes are available to stream now. Pompeo explained that the Good American Family team used the true story in the docuseries as a framework, but ultimately wanted to challenge viewers subconsciously. What we're asking the audience to do with this show is ask yourselves why you believe what you believe, what biases we hold, and why do you watch something and I watch the very same thing, and we both come away with two completely different opinions. The series follows the real-life events of Natalia Grace, who lives with a rare form of dwarfism, and her adoptive parents, Christine and Michael Barnett. Pompeo stars as Christine Barnett, a woman who was previously depicted in the American media as the epitome of a good mother, having fostered a disabled child while also supporting a son with severe autism. However, that image is quickly shattered when she accuses Grace of lying about her age and faking her identity, with Grace hitting back with claims of neglect and abandonment. Pompeo appears alongside Mark Duplass as her husband Michael Barnett and Greenwich-born actress Imogen Faith Reed, who plays Grace. Talking about her first-ever role on set, Reed says, "I had an incredible movement coach because my dwarfism is different to Natalia's dwarfism. I wanted to make sure that the movement was in my body and it felt genuine, and that I wasn't trying to be something that I wasn't." We see multiple variations of Natalia. In the first 4 episodes, it's told from Christine's perspective, and Natalia is this villainized character. She's very manipulative and is always one step ahead. As an actor, you've got to be on the ball and know when she changes, which was really fun to do with my first acting role. I was really happy to portray Natalia's perspective because I was so passionate about fighting for justice and her voice finally being heard. Duplass adds, Michael and Christine come from this place where they have fixed their first son and feel they can do anything. For them, the feeling of saving this girl comes with this subconscious expectation that she's going to be so appreciative. They think they're going to receive so much praise not only from the community, but from her. When this child, who is clearly traumatized, starts to act her out, granted we don't know what went on in that house, it can become something quite terrifying. Want to know more about Natalia Grace before you sink your teeth into the new series? Read on for our no spoilers primer. Born in Ukraine in 2003, Natalia Grace's mother, Anna Volodymyrivna Gava, placed her into an orphanage shortly after her birth, where she was diagnosed with spondylopiphyseal dysplasia congenita, a rare form of dwarfism that affects mobility, sight, and hearing. In 2008, when she was approximately 5 years old, she was adopted by the Ciccone family, but was returned to the orphanage in early 2010 for alleged disruptive behavior. In the spring of 2010, she was adopted by Christine and Michael Barnett and took the legal name Natalia Grace Barnett. Christine and Michael Barnett are an Indiana couple who had 3 biological sons, Jacob, Wesley, and Ethan, when they adopted Natalia Grace. Jacob, who is severely autistic and reportedly has an IQ of 170, began college at just 10 years old despite Christine allegedly being told by doctors that he would never talk or act like a typical child. In 2013, Christine published a memoir about raising her son, The Spark, a mother's story of nurturing, genius, and autism. The couple divorced in 2018.